G'day friends, welcome to today's YouTube video. My name is James, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Today I'm going to be going through the Collage Club printables for January 2022. There is a whole year's worth of information about Collage Club, a whole back catalogue. If you want to know anything more about Collage Club, I wouldn't recommend watching this video. I'd recommend either going back to the start or just click on the link in the description box to go and find out some more about it, because I'm not really going to be explaining all the hows and the whats, like why this is printed the way it is and the Kiss Cut stickers and all that kind of stuff. All that information, I feel like I'll be here kind of over explaining everything every time. So I'm just going to, from now on, just put the camera on, say what is a part of the month, and then just move forward with that. So, to anyone who's in Collage Club, welcome to 2022. I'm excited to have you again, or if you're just joining for the first time, welcome. This is the set for January, and first up, actually, I'll just show you. These are all doodles from my church journals. I've been doing this for years, and one of the things I liked about including all of these is that if you have been around for years, some of these will look like really familiar kind of, simple versions of things we did a long time ago, like the Kokeshi dolls from Playtest Patreon years ago. I think this egg with the legs is from Easter 2018. This little guy, which was based off of a stamp sample that I did for Creativation 2020. This little fairy here, she's from Patreon years ago. So there's a lot of little, kind of reference points over the years that I felt like would be really fun, and just a whole page of sketches, super fun, especially with the Kiss Cut. I think that's going to be really fun just to add, and then also maybe add on top of, like, kind of extend the drawing a little bit. So that is a whole page. I had enough to do about 3 full pages of these, so I did pick my favorites, but maybe we'll see more of those in the future. The next page, page number 2, lots of heads, big sized heads for you to play with. I know a lot of people like to Frankenstein together their images, and I feel like you can never have enough heads to change out. Specifically, I love this one. Just really proud of my pencil blending. I don't usually have the patience to do quite a smooth job like that all the time. I usually leave too many working lines in for it to look that smooth, but I was really proud of myself there. These were all on a YouTube video where I was just kind of studying some different styles and changing the proportions. These rainbow pencil drawings, this one is very relevant to the next page. I was doing this as a bit of a Luca little inspired piece. Big teddy bear, another little teddy bear. This, I have no idea. These 2 alien things, like, this is an egg, I guess? An egg on a pancake or a cake with, I have no idea. But I thought it would be interesting, and your imaginations will surely find something to do with that. Otherwise, we have some more basic heads just in case. But I do love having all of those options, especially to go with this, because I was looking at this just before. I think I want to put this on this as like a birthday hat, because I've got this birthday that I need to celebrate. So I think I'll do that. All of that to say, I think I'll do that. This is page 3. Sorry, I've messed it all up. This is just a whole bunch of block shapes that are patterned, and I really like these Japanese inspired columns over here. This is I put 2022 just in case you wanted to reference the year, but this to me reminds me of like the old school art journaling that I first stumbled across back in 2015. That kind of lots of pattern, lots of graphic, lots of colors, quirky characters, and just oddball type stuff, and very like interchangeable and mixable, like kind of block shapes that you could all mash together and kind of create with. So these are kind of the building blocks of some OG art journaling style, I'll say. So that's going to be super fun to play with, and I think it'll be a good starting point, or even if you just want to create with these blocks and build them into something, right? I think you've definitely got enough to work with there to give that a bit of a go. If you're someone that hasn't been doing a lot of art journaling and you want to have a go at it, some of that older style anyway, I think this will be good, and I'm excited to play with it. In fact, I probably will just end up putting the heads on top of these things, because I have no idea. I feel like that's going to work. This page is just a bunch of very serious looking drawings. Some stuff from Virtual Voyage 3, the Red Curtain Cruise that I never really shared that I liked, a little bit glamour. And then we have a few of these illustrations which were tests for a washi sticker sheet that I did years ago that ended up becoming washi tape that I now don't sell. So these are some of the images that I felt like would go well with this big guy. He was just one of my favorites, a watercolor, pencil and ink wash. He was one of my favorites from a 24-hour journal that I did, the first one, a kind of stream of consciousness 24-hour journal. he was one of the characters that popped up, and I really liked him. Really big, substantial size there. So I feel like even if you've got a big page of painting or something, like he'd just be fun to stick on top of. I've got a little background here, you could possibly layer him on top. And this was originally black and white on the inverse, like it was black paper with white paint, but when I scanned it in, I just flipped it to see what the black looked like, and I thought, oh, it looked really nice, and like a big brush stroke, really loose effect. This is a stamp sample, or as I like to call them, stamples, from Creativation 2020. I think that's when I got my doll parts stamp set. In one of your packs, I think Halloween, there was a version that looked like this, that was like a lion or a tiger or like a little kitty cat in the same pose. That was based off of this. This one was the original, sitting on a washi tape. I think she lives in my 5-year journal. Does she? No. I think that there's another version of this that lives in my 5-year journal. I literally redid the exact same one because I liked it so much. But that's the original. So I wanted to put that in there as well. And then the last page is just a bunch of like kind of full little standalone pieces. This one I would say is a bit more of a background piece, or just something to pop a bit of color in there. This was from another full double page spread, but I just chose this one square, and she does extend over the border, so she kind of pops out of the frame, which I really like that effect. This was from a Wizarding Artists Society journal that I have, and I was just doing Moaning Myrtle at the time, and this was an idea I had that I never really did anything with. If you were back in Collage Club, I think with the first month, there was a whole set of eyes. Those are the eyes from it, but this is the original piece. They're all crying into one stream. I know it's a little sad, but maybe you'll have a sad day in January, so this will be good for that. And then another piece from Virtual Voyage 3. Yeah, this was The Great Gatsby. And I think also another kind of fun nod back to those original art journaling videos that I stumbled across back in 2015 that have literally led us here to making these videos in 2022. January 2022. This is the collection of sheets. There are 5 this month, which is the normal set. I know we got a little bit crazy towards the end of 2021 and added a lot of bonus sheets. So if you join now, they're probably still available. Remember, we're on a 4-month rotation. Once they're rotated out, they become available as individual sets for purchase on Etsy. It is always the most economical way to participate in having some of my original work in your journals to join Collage Club. If you want to join and then unsubscribe and then join again later in the year, that's also great too. I don't begrudge anyone, saving money by figuring that out. Otherwise, it is $5 USD a month for the subscription, and it is hosted on Teachable, and it is just the 5 PDF pages every month. There are 5 minimum. Sometimes I add in extra, but I do want to say I do put whatever silhouette files I make, I put them in there. I'm going to stop doing the PNG files that I was just putting in there with the cut line files as well. Just because now I've started doing the cut files straight with the Silhouette software, so I'm not going to do the extra step of doing all the cut files separately. So sorry if you were looking for those. I know a few people were using those. It just was taking a lot of time. So I have to be a little bit more efficient with my Collage Club. But hopefully if you do have Silhouette, that will still work for you. Or hopefully if you're using like, what's the other brand? I was going to say Cameo, but I think that is Silhouette. Brother, Scan and Cut? Hopefully you have some alternative version software that can help you make those cut files. Otherwise, that's all I have to share with you. More information can be found in the description box below. I hope you have a great time with your Collage Club sheets for January 2022. I'll see you again in February for the next set. Bye.